Hey, it's Lena. We're on another episode of Sippin On Juice, sponsored by Rubicon Exotic. We're here with Bond.
What's going on, guys?
Baby, I don't wanna play no games. I know that you love running around with my chain. Nights in the falls, feeling like we had it all. Pushing the Adderall, shit, we mixed it
So, you've been doing a lot of big things, working with a lot of big artists like NLE Choppa, YBN Namir. How does that feel? What's your creative process like?
So, it feels really good to work with like big artists like that. I feel really honored. I feel like I'm on the right path when I work with these types of people.
Exactly.
It's like I'm getting the fruits of my labor, and you learn a lot from these guys. You know what I mean? Like NLE Choppa, YBN. These are people that have been in the game for so long, like 5, 10 years, and it's just so nice to learn from them and see how they work and just pick up on their habits. And I'm just grateful for stuff like that all the time.
I'm sure those moments like that make you so proud. What's one of your proudest moments you have with those artists?
One of the most proudest moments. You know what? I think like a moment I'm really proud of is two. I think definitely was the NLE Choppa show that sold out in Ottawa. There's like 2,000 people there. We popped out with City Boy JJ, Rock King, and those guys, and it was just insane. Like crowd was going nuts. Like I haven't had a crowd like that before. So that was like a surreal moment. And then probably when I linked up with YB and Namir and we made a song, and we dropped it, and like this, it was received really well. People really enjoyed the song. Like that was definitely like my two most proud moments for sure.
Perfect. In moments like that, some people might get in their head. How do you stay grounded after moments like that?
It's tough. It's not that it's tough. Like it's like such a high. You go from like crazy 2,000 people sold out show, and then you're just chilling in your bedroom, like just like relaxing and it's like the come down. It's like you feel high for a few days after these types of shows. And what I do to keep myself grounded is I really just keep working after those things. So like if I do the show, it's great, but like now the next step for me is okay, like that was good. Like now I have to release all the content, right? Like post all the clips, get the event recap done and stuff like that. And I feel like just the work, constantly working like that keeps me grounded and level. And generally speaking in life, like I don't really get too high or too low when like about anything. Like I'm just always grateful, and I like to keep it calm. But because like I know that if I get too excited or too sad, like I'm just gonna be living a roller coaster, and like that's not really sustainable.
No,
So I try to keep it like calm the whole time.
exactly.
Just grateful.
So you mentioned you have to keep working to stay grounded. What does your creative process look like in the studio?
In the studio. So usually if I'm not with my boy Shane, shout out to my boy. He's always in the studio with me. We're looking for a beat. It starts with a beat, we're just going through different beat packs and finding something we like. And once we find a beat, we kind of just like we just jump on the beat, do some freestyles, find parts that we like, and then just kind of punch in different bars that we're feeling and thinking about lyrics, but nothing is really written. I'm kind of just there punching things in, coming off the top of my dome, and like it's usually just me, someone I'm close with. I have to be close with the person. I can't have strangers in the studio with me. It just doesn't work. Like, cause I get like, you're vulnerable. You're talking about things. You're like your voice is cracking, squeaking. Like like I don't want everyone hearing that. You know what I mean? Like only people that I really keep close to me that I feel comfortable with. So usually it's just a comfortable space, my friend or alone, finding a nice beat, just rapping on it, freestyling on it, and that's
Wow.
usually how it goes.
That's an amazing process. I totally understand. With when you said you want to be close with the person, it would almost be like, is music like therapy for you in a way?
It is, when I first started making music around like 17, 18, it was just a way for me to kind of like relax my mind and take my mind off thinking of things and just fully lock into the present moment. And like there's been nights where you just make such a good song and like it just feels unreal. Like all my problems have disappeared and like I just feel so content and like in the moment, and it is therapy, definitely, getting some things off your chest and translating it into something positive. It is therapy for sure. It's a good
Absolutely.
question.
A beautiful healing experience.
100%. 100%.
Well, we have some questions here I have for you to pick out. Would you like to reach in the box and grab one?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Oh, I got you.
What's that one say?
What's one thing that instantly puts you in a good mood? Ooh,
Hmm.
a fresh pint of clean. Yeah, or a fresh can of Rubicon puts me in a good mood
Yes.
right away. Rubicon with the clean,
Oh, it's refreshing.
that gets me feeling good instantly.
Yep. All
Should I
right,
take
let's
another
go
two?
for another question.
Let's see.
Here we go.
This one's big. If you can only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what's the pick? Probably 2014 Forest Hill Drive by Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. That's
Yeah.
a sick album.
Classic.
You could turn up, you could reflect. My favorite song off that album is Love Yours. You know,
Mhm.
just like being grateful for your life and knowing that it's hard. Like, I feel like a lot of people always like compare their lives to other people's.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a big thing, and I feel like life and happiness starts to come when you just love what you have and you're thinking about your personal stuff and grateful for what you got. So that album always reminds me of that.
Absolutely. I totally agree. That is one of the most classic albums you can come by. Again, it's like one of those albums where I find it really represents how healing music can be.
Definitely.
You know, and when you put your emotions out there, you get rewarded for it.
Definitely.
Let's go grab another question.
Let's go. Out the Rubicon Passion Fruit Box.
Yes.
What's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you? Ooh, I don't know. What do you think, Shaheen? What do you think what's one thing people would be surprised to learn about me? I don't know. One thing people would be surprised to learn about you. Like, I speak a little bit of Russian. I understand Russian. I grew up in a Russian household.
Okay.
So, like, you know, I speak a little bit of Russian. But one thing people would be super surprised to learn about me. I don't know. Yo, Shaheen, give me.
Maybe, you're sober most of the time.
Okay,
You
yeah.
look like you like to turn up a lot, but
Yeah.
you're usually just sober.
So what's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you is, yo, even when I'm turning up, having a good time, we're just sober, taking shots of ginger, turmeric,
Yep.
stuff like that. You know, sipping clean instead of lean, popping blessed 40s, not perk 30s.
Yes.
So, yeah. And I speak Russian, you know. I say that would be interesting.
In relation to creative process, if you could choose one film genre that could describe your music, what would it be?
Romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy? What's like a movie you think of when you think of a rom-com?
50 First Dates.
50 First Dates.
With, like,
There
Adam
we go.
Sandler.
Yeah, and was it Drew Barrymore or
Jennifer Aniston? No, is it Drew Barry,
is it
the
Drew
girl?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
but-
I just know Adam Sandler. Anything Adam Sandler is definitely for me. Or
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey is good with the romantic comedies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
No, and your music definitely gives that vibe, like Miami Girls. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
giving that, like, rom-com, like, some crazy stuff happening.
Like the theatrics of like the nights out with like the girls, you know.
Exactly.
Like the good parts, the bad parts, the funny things. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. And then, so kind of relating to the movies, if you could choose a color palette, what do you envision?
Of like my music?
Yeah,
A
for
color
your
palette that
music.
represents my music? I would say blue. You know,
Blue?
like nice and cool and refreshing, like
Yeah.
wavy like the ocean.
Like a vibrant
Like a
blue rather than a sad blue.
Yeah, yeah, you know,
Like
like
royal blue.
yeah, like I feel like when people listen to my music, they're kind of like feeling a little bit relaxed, like, you know, like happy. So like I'd give it like a blue color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sky.
The sky. There you go.
Oh,
Just like
that's
the sky.
beautiful. I love hearing that answer. You know, I hear a lot of red, I hear a lot of yellow.
Red scares
Usually
me.
when people say blue, it's like sad. I love seeing that change of direction for that color.
Yeah, blue's a nice color. When I see
It's
blue,
beautiful color.
it's like I'm driving up to the beach, I see some blue sky, blue water, I'm like, yo, this is good. This is the good parts of the earth.
Exactly, and that brings you into how you take things, perspective. It's all how you look at it. So, what's a moment where you could have looked at it in a negative way, but you chose to look at it positively?
That's a good question. I feel like every day I'm questioned with that. You know, like people test me every day, you know, online, or like people I do business with, and I think what I do to maintain, like, my goal is always to keep it positive. You know, anyone I ever work with, anyone I ever done any business with,
Mm-hmm.
music, work, anything, I want to have like a good report. You know, like I want them to be like, yo, Bond was nice, Bond was respectful, and
Exactly.
like if I were to die today, tomorrow, like I want people to remember me as someone positive in their life. So whenever I'm get dealt with a situation like, okay, like I can crash out on this guy, or I could just let it be. I'm always gonna let it be, cause like I just want to have that peace of mind. You know, I really don't like conflict or violence or anything like that.
Mm-mm.
But something that happened recently, that I was like, yo, what should I do? Uh, Even like I had this like one client who didn't want to pay, and like
Oof.
rather than just crashing out, like I just took my time with him and I gave him different options and this and that. Cause it's like no point of crashing out on anybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
It's gonna end up bad. Maybe a
yeah,
case. We don't want that.
yeah.
We
No,
want to keep hearing more music.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly, Selena. That's true.
So, what really inspired you to go the clean route,
Oh,
the positive, the healthy route? What was your turning point of something has to change?
so I actually went to school, Ryerson University, now TMU. I studied
Mm-hmm.
health and nutrition sciences. So I wanted to be like a naturopathic doctor when I was like
Oh,
17, 18. And then like as I was going through university, I kind of had this epiphany. I was like, yo, anything in life is possible.
yeah.
And I was like, you know, I've always kind of wanted to be like you know, like a star. Like I always kind of like a little bit of like, you know, that kind of vibe. And I felt like from a young age I was always filming videos, making music, making my friends laugh. So I kind of got into the music scene. But I felt like my music wasn't representing me as a person. So I was like, you know what, like people don't know that I'm just a really healthy guy. Like I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gymming, eating well, drinking CMOS, this, that. So I was like, let me just promote healthiest rapper alive, because that's genuinely me.
Yeah.
And the music scene is so unhealthy. You know, like
So
everyone,
unhealthy.
yeah, so unhealthy. I feel like people think they have to like take drugs to make good music. But
Yeah.
some of my best music is just sober, like sipping clean. Like my mind is sharper that way.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I just wanted to authentically represent myself, and by bringing like my knowledge of health and stuff like that, I feel like that allowed me to do that and be different. Yeah. So it stems from like my whole life. I just wanted to be healthy. You know, I don't want to die too young, and I want my family to be healthy too. So I was like, okay, I gotta learn how to keep us healthy. So I went to school and studied and
That's
did my thing.
beautiful.
Thank you.
That it really conveys the message of it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You
Definitely.
can go any occupation and you can either leave a good mark or a bad mark.
Definitely.
And I'm glad that you're leaving a good mark in music, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of bad things. It's nice to see something good for a change.
Definitely. And like, you know, that led to like working with companies like Rubicon, or
Exactly.
working with like other like health companies and spreading the message. So I think like people really enjoy it, to my knowledge,
Exactly.
what I've seen.
What's your favorite natural remedy? Like you were talking
Hmm
about ginger shots and
Yeah, it's a good
all
one.
that stuff. What's your favorite?
Yo, honestly, for all my guys out there, you guys need to be taking maca root powder on a daily basis. That just kind of helps boost your testosterone, gives you some energy, some
Hmm.
focus, and I feel like that really gives me that like driving factor and like strength like that I don't usually get if I like without it. And I like CMOS. You know, I feel like I'm really healthy when I'm drinking my CMOS. I'm getting like 92 out of the 102 minerals my body needs, and I feel good. Like my skin's glowing and stuff like that. So I'd say
Hmm.
CMOS and maca root powder. Y'all should tap in with that. That was a good
Tap
question. I
in.
like that.
Tap in. Was there any specific doctor or individual in the health field that inspired
Mm.
those choices?
Shout out Dr. Sebi. You know, I was like
Popped
vegan.
in mind,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was vegan for 4 years. Okay,
Oh wow.
if you didn't know something about me, I was vegan for 4 years, and I just wanted to alkalize my body, be as alkaline as I could be, because I felt like my sinuses were clogged, and I was like, yo, I want my vocals to be clean. So I was
Yeah.
like, I need to remove all the mucus from my body. So I went vegan to like do that, and I felt like it helped.
It helped.
So shout out Dr. Sebi, legend. I love his ideas, his remedies. So he's definitely a huge inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Dr. Seb.
Rest in peace. I don't know what happened to him, but they took him out. Low
You're
key.
spreading the truth.
100%.
Well, thank you so much. That was an excellent conversation.
Yeah, thank you. You're a great interviewer.
Thank you so much for, inspiring health and love and positivity within this community. It's beautiful to see, and I really hope you inspire the youth further.
For sure, yo. Shout out to Selena. Shout out to Rubicon. Sippin' on Juice.
Sippin' on Juice.
We live. Let's get it.